Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Now Showing with
John
and Cam. And on today's episode, we are going to do our first ever retro trailer reaction. So on this channel, over time, you will certainly see some trailer reactions for new movies that are coming out and on the way, just like you see all over YouTube. But we're also going to do retro trailer reactions, meaning we're going to pull random horror films that we like or films in general.
if you have any you want to see, please comment.
Absolutely, because even though we've seen so many horror movies out there and movies in general, there may be trailers that we haven't seen on older movies, or at least haven't seen in a very long time. And that's the case with today. So our first ever retro trailer we are going to react to is the original Night of the Living Dead, George Romero's Night of the Living Dead. And I personally have never watched the original trailer. John, have you ever watched the original trailer?
I don't believe so.
So this is going to be our initial reaction. It's going to be fun to see how it looks and what people saw back then. So, and then we'll talk, we may talk a little bit during the trailer, and then we'll certainly talk about it after. You ready to watch it?
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's do it. All right.
Welcome to a night of total.
I could definitely see how it was scary back then, but by today's...
That was actually roasted ham covered in chocolate, and a lot of the actors would vomit when having to eat it.
It just sounds gross.
Who live on living flesh. The dead whose
Surprised I got away with
bodies
showing ass.
Yeah.
the living. The living whose bodies are the
Love
only
the
food
narration.
He gives you that old like
Sounds
radio
like a
feel.
yeah. It sounds like a late night DJ who's like reading it off. It's a crazy night.
Night of the living dead.
It's still such a good movie though.
It is.
A bizarre adventure in fear. An experience in shock, more shattering than your strangest nightmare.
I love that image right there.
Yeah.
The zombie.
Of the living dead. A night with the dead who cannot
The
die.
dead cannot die.
A night of total
Looks like a
terror.
crazy episode of the Beverly
Terror.
Hillbillies. They weren't afraid to be pretty spoiler heavy with the
Yeah,
trailers
really.
back then. They're like showing you the movie pretty much.
Of the living dead.
All right.
Wow.
Nice. So that was the original trailer to Night of the Living Dead. It's still so crazy. We might as well get it out and say it because you know we're gonna say it at some point in this video.
We say it on a lot of videos, actually.
We are from Pittsburgh, or at least near Pittsburgh, and that of course is the
Zombie capital of the world.
of course, sorry, we have to get that out. And it's so cool that this movie, this legendary movie, was shot so close to where we live. Literally, we are south of Pittsburgh, about an hour south. The movie, the original Night of the Living Dead, was shot about 15 minutes from where we are sitting right now in this house. It's so close where they made this movie. We could literally hop in the car and film, within 15 minutes. It's that close. It's just such an iconic movie.
It really is. It's because I mean, prior to this, you didn't really have zombie movies like you do today. It was more of like, I'm sorry, I can't think of the name of the movie, but you basically had a zombie was basically a slave, like
Yeah.
a voodoo priest kind of like enslaved a person. It
Yeah.
wasn't like an undead came back to life
No,
like what we have zombies after this movie. This was
the first.
like the
It's-
revolution. Like it was like it spawned a genre. Like it literally.
It basically, this is considered the first zombie movie in terms of the zombies that are, flesh eating, brain craving zombies. This is the film that started it all. And as crazy as it is that this is the first zombie movie, the word zombie is never used, not one time
Yeah.
in this movie. They never say the word zombie. It
They're
was
undead,
Yeah, they are
dead.
undead. They never. They say undead a lot in that trailer. My
Yeah.
goodness, between that and the screaming. But yeah, they never use it. And another fun fact too, this Night of the Living Dead was not the original title to this
No.
movie. The original title was Night of the Anubis, which the Anubis is basically the god of mummifying in Egyptian religion. But of course, George Romero thought that was going to be a little bit too, I hate to use the word intelligent of a title, but he felt that most people wouldn't understand what that
Yeah.
means. So they changed it to Night of the Living Dead, and I'm glad they did because that has a much better ring to it. And of course, this is one of the most iconic zombie movies. It started it all for this
And
type
that
of
spawned
genre.
sequel after
Yeah,
sequel
and
after
just-
sequel.
Some of the greatest movies of all time.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it spawned a genre. So I mean, like every zombie movie that you have watched, like recently, World War Z, 28 Weeks Later.
Yeah,
Or is it 28 Days Later?
both. That's
Yeah,
the sequel.
Yeah. So I mean, literally everything. Shaun of the Dead. Like if it's a zombie, you can thank
Yeah.
this movie. And I mean, it like he said, it was shot like local to where we're at. So I mean, that's kind of why it's a little more special to us because it is kind of we have George A. Romero, Tom Savini. I mean, Tom Savini's actually a lot closer to where we live.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have like a revolution in basically horror movies, and like we live right where it happened. Like we
Yeah.
can go see some of the spots that like these movies were filmed and
Yeah.
that sort of thing. So
And of course, Tom Savini, he would go on to direct the remake of Night of the Living Dead,
and here's where
and which
me and him argue.
Well, yeah, I mean, taking for granted of just comparing the two films, I'm actually more entertained and I enjoy watching the Tom Savini remake better, which it's not a completely different film because a lot of people don't realize that George Romero actually wrote the Tom Savini film. Tom Savini just directed it. It's George Romero just rewrote Night of the Living Dead, and he said that I wanted a chance to remake this film with the type of budget and effects that I couldn't do it with in the original. So all it is him rewriting the film in a way that he couldn't do it before, but Tom Savini was the one behind the camera. So because of all the effects and gore and the increased budget,
And the actors.
and the actors,
honestly.
Tony Todd, of course, playing Ben, I liked the remake better, but the original is the most iconic. I'd be lying if I tried to disagree with that. But just in regards to this trailer, like, it's crazy because it is just so cheap and low budget. And like I said, the narration sounds like a disc jockey, on a late night Halloween themed radio station.
But you can see how like that trailer probably terrified people
Yeah,
back
because
then.
you're wondering what the heck is going on because you've never seen anything like this. And, you just have the undead. And they actually, like you said, got away with showing a little bit of graphic stuff in that trailer there. I don't know. We may have to even censor a little bit of that. And gore. And they weren't afraid to kind of show you what was going on in that movie. And even the background image with the title had
It was really cool. Had like
the head of a zombie. It was really neat. I think it was well done, especially for how old of a trailer that is. I mean, you're talking the 60s here.
yeah.
So, I think the trailer was done well. A little corny and shabby today with all the, with all the screaming and stuff that was done in there, but I still think the movie holds up pretty well. Any other comments you have on it?
Not really.
Yeah, I think we pretty much covered the bases there. It's Night of the Living Dead. It's one of the most iconic films. So, stay tuned, guys. I hope you enjoyed this retro trailer reaction. We're going to do a ton more of these, as well as new trailers when they hit the market as well. It's Halloween season, so, it's a great time to do these, and look forward to a lot more coming your way. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe, and also get onto our Facebook page for alerts as well. And please, in the comments, let us know some of your favorite all-time horror movies, whether it be old or new, or movies in general. And maybe we'll go back to whenever the original trailer came out for those movies, and we'll react to that as well while giving you some fun facts along the way. So once again, you have been watching Now Showing with
John
and Cam, and stay tuned till next time.